then we must act together and insist that democracy belongs to us and that there is no place for negotiating the credibility of the 2027 election. The politicians think that politics, democracy belongs to them. They ignored the call of the citizens for there to be instant, real-time, electronic transmission of summation of votes, because they keep trying to pretend to Nigerians that Nigerians are asking for something else. Nigerians are not saying that as soon as each individual votes, it goes to some electronic platform. Nigerians are saying when you collect the votes at the stations, that from what's that EC8A, that EC8A, as agreed by everybody who was at that polling station, must be uploaded so that should there be a hijack along the way or any kind of manipulation, that which is in the IREF, which is in the electoral law, will suffice as a means of validating. They refused because they already know what they plan to do. And they signed it surreptitiously. Even the House of Reps that had said it stood with the people were of course threatened. They would not get their tickets. And every one of them just lined up against the Nigerian people. We must remember this. Nigerian people have constantly been disrespected by the political class, and the movement for credible elections says no to that continuing. So we're going to continue based on the suggestions that have been made that we must continue to engage in the processes that will compel the electoral umpire to do right by the people. The second thing that we have done as Movement for Credible Elections is organized nationwide advocacy. We have had the Occupy National Assembly, and there were citizens who came out. And as a matter of fact, we're tear gassed. We're tear gassed. People came out. More people need to come out. You can't sit in your home because somebody is subsidizing government for you. Some of the Nigerians who can hardly feed their families are looking to their fellow human beings to be giving them money. And because they are subsidizing, they are now your social safety net. No, individuals cannot substitute for government. Every society must be run by effective governance. That is what will guarantee you your well-being. So when you are asked to come out and to defend an action that is for your own good, don't sit at home and think that protesting that which is wrong is the business of some people. You didn't hire anybody to defend your well-being. It is your responsibility. So when we next call for citizens to come out and to stand for credible elections, we hope that as many of you as possible will join us as a movement. Number 3, we have taken legal actions against government. We did go to court because those who were still in court, because those who came out were tear gassed. How can you shrink the democratic space for protest? It is apt to beating a child and saying, don't you dare open your mouth and cry. We will not accept that. Therefore, our going to court is something that we will see to the end of it. So I want you to know that this is not a movement that calls people to just chat or to just talk. We back what we say with action. I just want to see that those of you who are still here, do you think that this movement for credible elections is representative of what you as a Nigerian citizen would like to see in our democracy? Let me get a yes or a no. Yes. Now, those of you that didn't say yes, what are you? Are you part of those parties? Okay, I will ask you again. Do you think that this citizen movement for credible elections is a good platform for the Nigerian citizens to take back their democracy? Yes, and we shall. We shall. It was Thomas Jefferson, a very prominent former president of the United States, that said that eternal vigilance is the price that the people of any democracy pay for liberty. If Nigerians don't want to continue to be slaves to a political class that has no distinction whatsoever, then we must act together and insist that democracy belongs to us and that there is no place for negotiating the credibility of the 2027 election. What citizens contribute to the development of society. We cannot be bystanders while all goes wrong in our country. And so this is citizens' effort. This is simply citizens from all over this country. We were just contributing money, right? Little pieces of money to put this together. Not because any of the people contributing is rich, simply because they are determined to put their money where their heart is. I started off this meeting by saying, if we don't care about ourselves, at least care for our children. Care for our children. The sustainability of Nigeria is under threat by virtue of the kind of politics that we have now seen to define our democracy. In fact, this is no longer a democracy. This is anything but a democracy. And so gathered today, we have heard from various speakers. We had some of the presidential aspirants or candidates of parties and their representatives. We also heard from party leaders. We've heard from the women group of Nigeria, the Women Manifesto, made up of more than 350 women-led organizations in the country. We've heard from a young Nigerian. We have had such incredible points, basically all ending in this. Conversations are very important for democracy, but even more important and critical are actions that back the conversations. I think it is very clear to us some of the things that we must do following this. As Wale began to already say, we will consolidate all of the suggestions and the asks that have been made here today. We'll consolidate it into a communique of this meeting. We will consolidate that, and then it will be published